Did you know that when Catherine of Aragon came to England, she brought 2 enslaved people with her? One of them was probably a lady called Catalina of Motril. Normally I would show you a picture here, but we don't have one, so you're just going to have to imagine what she looks like. Catalina was from Motril in modern-day Spain. Now, when she was born, Motril would have been part of a Muslim emirate, but in 1492 it gets conquered by Catherine's extremely Catholic parents. Thousands of people were enslaved as prisoners of war, and this is probably how Catalina ended up working for Catherine. She was really close to Catherine. She was a royal bedchamber servant, which is as high up as an ordinary servant can get. It also probably means she was there in the room on Henry and Catherine's wedding night, which... woof. What we don't know is if she was still considered enslaved when she and Catherine came to England. At this point in the 1500s, England doesn't legally recognise slavery, and in 1569, later on, the courts will rule that England has too pure an air for slaves to breathe in. John Blank was a black servant at Henry VIII's court, and he was definitely paid, not enslaved. But we also know that just 50 years after Catalina's here, people are flatly ignoring that and participating in the slave trade and owning slaves anyway. We don't know if Catalina was paid, and we don't know if she was free to leave. What we do know is that she doesn't spend her whole life in England. She goes back to Spain at some point, and there she's called a former slave, so she definitely gets freed at some point. She marries a crossbow maker and she has 2 kids, and eventually she does make it back to Motril, where she was born.